this is lovely, and I just can't. It's an honor to be here today, Molly. With what Will Packer has done for his alma mater, just
give me my flag,
to be a part of it. No question.
Let's bring out our first guest. The reason we are here, and that is Will Packer, the producer extraordinaire. Will, come on out.
Come on up here.
Emmy nominated. The Will Packer Amphitheater unveiled today, where we are right now. You look incredible. See how he did this with the colors, making it look smooth?
You see what I did, Molly?
Oh, my goodness.
Well, you know, I know my good brother over there. I know he wasn't going to be able to hang with me.
Of
This is
course.
orange and green.
There's levels to this, right,
There are
sir?
definitely levels.
Okay.
And we're on the highest of 7 hills.
Absolutely.
And my people know where we
Yes,
are.
and we have another one of your friends joining us, the one and only Kevin Hart.
Hey,
Kevin.
come on, Kev.
Hey. Yes, sir. Hello.
Great. Thank you for being here.
Hello. Congratulations to my brother, Will Packer, everybody.
Congrats. And that's where I want to start, because we're really here for you, Will.
Thank you.
The Will Packer Amphitheater.
Oh, my gosh.
What does this mean to you? What would your 18-year-old self be saying right now that you'd be standing on this stage? An amphitheater named after you.
Here's the thing, and it's not even just about me, Molly. I will be honest with you. I'm a young man, St. Petersburg, Florida, went to an HBCU. I had options, right? I was recruited to go to Harvard, to Penn, to get nothing wrong with any of those schools.
Of course.
I chose to go to an HBCU. And it changed the trajectory of my life, to be honest with you, Molly. It showed me that I could be whoever I wanted to be. I found my voice, I found my dream right here on the campus of Florida A&M University. It means everything. I represent a lot of people, Molly.
It's incredible. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be with both of you and Kevin coming out. I know you did it for your boy. But gentlemen, there was a game last night. Did y'all see it?
Oh, man.
A really good football game. And I am very, very disappointed with the man to my right.
Shocker.
Wow. Let's go there right now. Okay, because he's a bad man, right?
He is a bad man.
Okay, well, all right. Let's start there with that heavyweight matchup. So, Stephen A., you turned your back on that bad man earlier this week and picked the Packers to lose. But guess what? Aaron Rodgers, without who? Devontae Adams. Without who? Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Without who? Alan Lazard. He beat the undefeated Cardinals last night. The new pretty thing you were all excited about. Rodgers, without his 3 best receivers, threw for 184 yards, 2 TDs in the win, proving how much of that bad man he is. Aaron, how are you feeling today?
I've just been really enjoying life and football on a whole new level, and I just have a greater appreciation for moments like this, a greater connectedness to my teammates. I told them in the locker room after the game just to savor these moments, because this is the kind of things you think about and talk about 20 years from now when you're done playing. The special locker room celebrations, the elation on the sideline after a big play that seals a game. There's nothing like this game. It's a special game that gives you so many lifelong memories and friendships, and I'm so thankful to still be playing and still be playing at a high level in year 17.
I can relate.
Before we break this down, how could you? The betrayal to Aaron Rodgers.
Well, a couple of things. I think, first of all, I think it's important to give just America, everybody here at FAMU and everybody watching in America, I think it's important to give them the breaking news. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I just think it's important. I just think it's important to mention that, okay? I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. I know it's hard to believe it's true. Listen.
I don't think that's ever been said, Mr. Smith. I don't think anyone has ever said.
Here's the deal. He's a bad man. I mean, that's just the way it is, okay? Without 3 receivers, not 1, not 2, but 3 receivers, the man went out there and handled his business. I expected more from the Arizona Cardinals. They were undefeated. We saw Kyler Murray. We saw A.J. Green out there. We saw DeAndre Hopkins out there, and I expected more. And as far as I'm concerned, they might have taken it for granted because, you know what, he don't have Devontae Adams. He don't have Valdez-Scantling. He doesn't have Lazard. So guess what? They're going to have to run the ball to beat us. That was my mentality. And Aaron Rodgers went out there and reminded everybody what a bad brother he is.
I think you're the only person that needed to be reminded. I think everybody else knew. I think everybody else saw the way that Aaron Rodgers has been playing this football season and knew that Aaron Rodgers was capable of doing what he did. Me, I'm not in your seat. I'm not the one that should be able to say the things that actually make sense. That's your job, not mine. So it's crazy. It's crazy when I see you make the mistakes that you make. Sometimes I text you. I know you read the messages. You choose not to listen. But Aaron Rodgers is, as you said, a bad man and has been for quite some time. You don't doubt greatness, Stephen A. You don't doubt greatness, and that's what you did.
He coined the term.
I know.
A bad man.
Yes, he did.
He's a bad man.
A bad man.
Did you see when adversity hit? What did he do? He turned his back on it real quick.
You know what it is, but Stephen A. is like a lot of people, and they are still caught up on that opening day game, right, with the Saints, right? They were off, but everybody has a bad game, Stephen A. That's a bad man, okay? You got to stick with who you ride with. And you have rode
brought
with
to the
Aaron Rodgers
dance.
for so
Wait a minute.
Well, Packer, you know how to do it.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, Kev.
Should we ban him from calling Aaron Rodgers that bad man?
I don't know if he's earned the moniker.
I don't know if
you have the ability.
You can say that anymore.
Stephen A. Smith, Kevin Hart, today have taken the ability from you to say anything in regards to Aaron Rodgers with you using the phrase he's a bad man. You're on punishment from it because you're not true to what you've said, to what you made other people aware of. To doubt that man.
So it is said and so it is done.
Thank you.
Right here on First Take.
We stand in agreement.
We stand in
So
agreement.
you brothers got me down here in Tallahassee, Florida. Y'all just gonna jump on me. Y'all didn't even wait 5 minutes. You didn't even wait 5 minutes. Just gonna jump on me like that,
You
right?
knew what it was.
Oh, don't you
You knew
worry.
what it was.
Because, gentlemen, it was also, see, they know what it is. It was also that pretty young thing that caught your eye. How'd that turn out? How was the Arizona Cardinals offense looking? You had number one on your Stevens A-list. We'll have one of those later in the show for y'all live in person.
You mean the most
How
fluid
did
list in all of America?
fluid.
The list that changes, that blows the wind.
Yes,
That's
now you see why we
That's
gotta
all it
say
is.
fluid.
It's fluid. But let me ask y'all a question. Did anybody predict anybody to be 17-0 this season? No. I damn sure know you didn't pick your Eagles to be 17-0.
Not about the Eagles.
All right, don't get me started.
Not about the Eagles.
Don't get me started. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers already got a loss. Y'all already got a loss.
Don't do that.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, they got one. Listen, they won the game last night. Arizona was undefeated, and they were going against an Aaron Rodgers squad where he didn't have his three, not one, not two, but three primary receivers. I mean, it's beyond the realm of comprehension that I thought last night was going to be a bad night.
I mean, for me it is, but I'm not you. I don't think how you think.
The only thing, Stephen A., is just that you are somebody that always talks about how Aaron Rodgers or an amazing player can transcend adversity.
That's true.
You've said that. I've heard you say that.
Yeah.
That's right.
I just think you underestimated at the end of the day what they were going to be able to come in there and do. Now, Arizona, they did lose that game, right? They did have the opportunity. I was so impressed, Kyler coming down the field at the end of the game. They had an opportunity.
Yes, they did.
But at the end of the day, he is a bad man,
Well,
with or without. And you know his record without Devontae Adams.
Let's get a little specific here because you know how I could critique Kevin. Let you know how. AJ Green, first of all, we forgot you existed until you came back and showed and resurrected yourself, because I love AJ Green. He balled in Cincinnati, then had a couple of injuries, came back this year in Arizona. And I love AJ Green. It's 14 seconds left on the clock. You throwing a pass to him in the end zone. He didn't even look where he had his back turned for front of. How did you make that mistake?
It's okay. You're trying to blame other people.
Right now, this is a bad move that you're making.
What's the bad move?
Well, what you're doing is fumbling. Sometimes when people are falling, they look for other stuff to
Grab.
grab on.
You grab on to
You're
something.
trying to bring other people down.
Just fall.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm asking you to just fall.
Just fall.
Why would I fall? Why would I do that?
Just fall
You picked it.
and lay down, and you're wrong. That's it.
You picked wrong.
That's it.
You didn't believe.
Yeah.
It is what it is,
It's
Stephen
okay.
A.
Yeah.
It's okay.
This is bad.
Stephen A's in a sunken place for a quick moment. Gentlemen, I want to focus on something else, though. Let's talk about the NFC as a whole. I see your Bucks helmet.
Yeah.
I know you ride for Tampa.
Yes.
I love me some TB12.
Yes.
Do you think the Bucks are the best team in the NFC?
They are the best team. They are. Listen. We are in Florida. Listen. You got a lot of people in Florida. I'm from 727-813. That's our area code. Let me tell you
Be
something.
careful. Jacksonville and Miami are in Florida too.
Yes,
now.
they are, but nobody's having that conversation about either of those teams.
Tom Brady's not in Jacksonville or Miami.
Absolutely
last time I
not.
checked.
The NFC is a track race. It is a track race, and you cannot afford to slip one. It's one bye week. And it is going to, this was a big loss for Arizona because they still got to go through that gauntlet that is the NFC West, right? The thing about Tampa is that if you look at the way they've been decimated by injuries this entire year, it's hard to point to another team that has only got one loss, that has lost, their entire secondary, right? Week 7, they played their 7th tandem of cornerbacks. Gone. Antonio Brown, multiple games, Robert Gronkowski, all of that, right? So you look at their record with everything that they have done. If they start to get healthy at the right time, I don't know who you pick over them. I really mean that.
I can feel you on that. You're not going to say the Eagles, are you? Not going to say the Eagles. I'm just checking. You're not going to say the Eagles, are you?
Kev, I feel like you ought to sit this one out.
Let me tell you something. You guys are talking about the wrong thing. My brother Will Packer has an amphitheater named after him.
That's called deflection.
You guys are talking about the wrong thing. Now, I understand the reason for football conversation and speaking on the NFC, and I would love to partake in that on any other day. But today, I feel like my words and my voice should be dedicated to what's special. And that's this moment.
I agree with you. I agree with Kevin Hart, if not for one thing. I totally agree, because that's why we here. That's why we here.
That's the only reason why I'm not talking about Eagles.
That's the only reason why. I would say this. You did just accuse me a few minutes ago of fumbling.
Yeah.
What was that? What was that?
Now?
That damn show wasn't catching the pass.
He's a dreamer. Do you see his shirt?
What I just did was address the moment. Okay. Not the now, not the yesterday, the moment.
Well, we got a 2-hour moment.
Okay, well, here's the thing about me, Stephen A. Smith.
What?
Here's the difference. Here's the difference between me and you. I have no problem saying when I'm wrong if there's something for me to be wrong about. Right now, I just said it's wrong for you guys to speak on the NFC when we got a man who's accomplished such an amazing moment.
He knows.
Right? Yeah, that's just.
He knows how to play to the crowd.
Play to the crowd.
We'll fan you.
That's why he's the superstar.
We'll fan you.
That's why he's the superstar.
This is why my brother is one of the best in the business.
That's right.
That is classic deflection. And I accept all of that. I really do. But he don't want no parts of a conversation.
Who do you think it is, though?
It's Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's the best team in football.
It's Tampa Bay. Of course, it's Tampa Bay.
And by the way, but we slept on Green Bay, and we have to modify our thinking to something because it's fluid.
By in no way, shape, or form,
Will,
when we say Tampa Bay being the best team in the NFC, is that our way of saying that Tampa Bay is a shoo-in to win the Super Bowl this year?
No.
Okay, I want to make sure that you don't.
We got a tough game this week.
Well, I just want to make sure that you as being a sure thing.
One thing we do know for sure is that it won't be the Eagles.
Well, here's what you not know. Here's what you do not know about the Eagles.
Okay.
We're in a rebuilding stage, and that's fine. That's fine. It happens. Every great program goes through it. And there's no program like the one that lives in the city of Philadelphia. You don't have a stronger group of individuals with a better piece of hope. Okay? No. Now, on my shirt, it says Dreamer for a reason. You understand me? It says Dreamer, and I'm dreaming of the days that we get back to the Super Bowl. It won't be this year, but it will soon come. It will soon come. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Let me ask you this, Stephen A. Now when we're focusing on the NFC West, after seeing the Cardinals lose to that bad man, as I predicted it, do you think the Rams are ahead of the Arizona Cardinals in the NFC West?
Listen, I can't say that because the Cardinals handed it to them when they faced each other straight up about 3 weeks ago. So we can't get that far. Secondly, it is football any given Sunday, not to, bring up Al Pacino and Jamie Foxx and LL and the crew, but damn it, any given Sunday applies in the National Football League. Thirdly, I just want to throw as an aside, Carson Wentz actually looks like a quarterback again now that he's departed from Philadelphia than he did when he was in Philadelphia.
Oh, excuse me. Let me save you. Producers are telling me Hollywood Hotline. We have an A-lister who would like to congratulate Will Packer, Howard University alumna, Taraji
Oh my God.
Taraji, thank you so much for joining us. What do you want to say to Will?
Hey, Will, I'm just proud of you.
Yes,
I'm just proud of you. If I wasn't rehearsing for Annie right now, I would be down there.
Oh,
I love you, T. I love you. You look amazing.
I love
A lot of
you more.
HBCU love. That's one thing about HBCUs. We support each other. You got one of the
That
most
part.
talented actresses in the game.
part.
Yes, she is.
HU, you know.
yeah.
Appreciate
You
you.
Will, hold on
know.
for a second. Taraji's
You
camera
know.
Taraji's camera must be broke. I don't know if she saw me or not, because there's no way that she
I
would
didn't see
not,
Kevin.
there's no way that she
Put
would
him on
not
a
speak to
telephone
me.
book.
Okay.
Put him on a telephone book.
Well, you know what?
see him.
I'm not sitting on the
Hey,
phone book,
couldn't see
Taraji.
him.
Don't start. Don't start with me. Don't start with me. Okay? Don't bring it over here today. I don't want to deal with
Okay.
your mess
I'm
today.
sorry.
Okay?
Okay.
A simple greeting would have been nice. Hello, Taraji. You look amazing.
Hi, Kevin.
This is Stephen
Hi,
A.
Kevin.
Taraji and Stephen A. You absolutely do look amazing. And by the way, don't
Thank
be
you.
hesitant about getting on Kevin. I got your back. I got your back.
That would be bullying. That
doesn't
would be
take
bullying.
much.
It doesn't take much.
See what I'm saying? See what you do
What she
there?
got on you? She got on you, man.
Well, Taraji, what people don't know, Taraji is one of my closest friends in the business. It's not a friend, it's actually a sister. So the love here that we have for one another, I don't want her to start firing shots because they would take it a different way. Taraji gets mean. She gets very mean. Only to me.
I do
Nobody
not.
else, just me.
I do not.
Yeah, she gets very mean to me. Nobody else. But she loves Will Packer more, though.
Yes.
No, Will Packer's a
Taraji,
amazing
this
thing
means
to me and
everything.
Taraji.
Thank you. Thank you, baby.
Taraji, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. And
Thank
we
you so much
can't
for
wait
calling
to
in.
see you starring in Annie as well.
Yes,
So
Annie.
appreciate you.
Everybody be safe.
Always making
Everybody be
moves.
safe.
Thank you, thank you. All right. When we come back here on First Take, plenty more to come from Tallahassee here at FAMU Homecoming Weekend. Will Packer, Kevin Hart, Stephen A. And when we come back, we've got a Stevens A-list top 5 Philadelphia
Philly.
athletes.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, now we're talking.
Kevin Hart's going to have something to say about that.
By
We'll be
the way,
right back.
Taraji
What a
just...
crowd. This is incredible.
Taraji...
Look at this crowd.
Yeah.
Homecoming weekend. Absolutely incredible. It is an honor to be here.
Absolutely.
Such an honor. Thank y'all for coming.
Listen.
I mean that.
Breaking news, and I chose to do it here, despite your choice of bad suit. When Kevin Hart comes here, I come here for war. You know why? Because I'm sick and tired of listening to what you say on TV. Do you know how upset it makes me to hear you guys go back and forth?
You know what I know?
What do you know?
I know that an MVP is somebody that doesn't score 5 points a game. I know that much. I know that much.
It's Kobe, LeBron, me. It's just literally, it's all the greats.
I chose to do comedy and act. I could have went the basketball route.
I'm announcing my retirement from the celebrity basketball game.
What now? Zoom in. Zoom out.
Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Welcome back into First Take. And you know, Kevin Hart, you, sir, are one of my favorite Philly athletes.
Nice.
And,
nice.
and I want you to know that.
That makes me happy.
Yes,
That
good,
is not true.
good.
It's very
Oh,
That is
he
not true.
absolutely
Very
is.
much true.
Please don't speak for me, Stephen A. Now it's your turn. I hear you have a Stevens A-list.
I do have a
special
and by
for
the
Kevin
way,
Hart.
And by the way, there's something called True Stories that's out right now with this brother.
It's not out yet, but it will be.
It will be.
It will be.
I've already seen some
Yes.
of it. It's sensational.
Thank you, sir. I
Doing a
appreciate
great job.
it. He's trying to butter me up before he lets me hear
Absolutely.
the
That's
right
his
here.
go-to
I'm gonna get a
move.
list
You
right
know
here.
what it is.
It's time for Stevens A-list, okay? I want y'all to listen up, all right? These individuals right here, Kevin Hart, it's my top 5 athletes in Philadelphia history. Are you ready?
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank you before you even say it, because you didn't have to do that.
That's
and,
right.
and
I
to
did
put
it for
me
you.
to put me
I
on
did
your
it for
list is very big of you.
No, it's not. I'm
Then
not putting you on the list.
You don't have to.
I'm asking you to listen to the list.
Oh,
You will
okay.
not be on the list. Let's go to number 5 on the list, please. The Minister of Defense himself, the one and only Reggie White.
Yes.
Remember this brother
Yes.
right here? Remember how sensational he was?
Yes.
A sack master, a monster extraordinaire that came at you and just shoved 300-pound men aside like they were rag dolls. That was the Minister of Defense, Reggie White. That's
Yes.
number 5 on the list, all right? Let's go to number 4 on the list. Heard of this name before? The one and only Joe Frazier, okay? One of the greatest fighters in history. Now, I know that Bernard Hopkins, no disrespect to the disputed middleweight champion of the world or what have you, but back in the day, the fight game was a bit different. You went 15 rounds. You went against monsters like Foreman and Norton and Ali and Chambers and everybody else. Smoking Joe Frazier was lethal. That left hook was something special.
I agree.
Number 3 on the list, I'm going to go to baseball route. Mike Schmidt. Remember that name?
I remember Mike
Philadelphia
Schmidt.
Phillies, okay? Three-time league MVP, World Series champion in 1980, World Series MVP, 500-plus home runs in his career, one of the greatest players and one of the greatest third basemen the game of baseball has ever seen.
Hall of Fame.
Number 2 on the list, he made house calls all the time. The one and only Dr. J, Julius Erving. You see the crater right there? You see him right there? That's Julius Erving. Something special, finally won a title in 1983 after that eluded him for many, many years. It was Dr. J before there was MJ. Remember that.
Now,
and last but not least,
it better
number
be,
1 on the list.
It better be
Number 1 and only AI, the answer.
All right.
Allen Iverson. Okay. We know about the crossover.
Okay.
We know what Allen Iverson brought to the table. Okay. But we also know the brother was a culture changer. Okay. How his swag, his walk, the cornbread, the fact that he was a miniature giant. He went into the land of giants and looked like one, even though he was 160 pounds and 6 feet tall.
Now,
that's my top 5.
That's an amazing list, Kevin.
That's an amazing list.
That's an amazing list.
I have a note.
Theoretically, where would Kevin be if it was a top 50?
50.
Top 50. I could argue to be on that list, but I'm going to tell you the one mistake that you made. And this is respectfully. If you're talking Philadelphia, you understand you're talking to Mr. Philadelphia. You're talking to a Philadelphia native. You're talking to a guy that I bleed the city of brotherly love. I would have changed Joe Frazier and I would have put Randall Cunningham in that list. Here's why. Randall Cunningham, I'll tell you why. It's not about the wins, it's about the magnitude in which he brought popularity to the city at a time when that type of quarterback was dynamic. And Joe Frazier, although a Hall of Famer, although a great athlete, I don't think you cannot mention Randall Cunningham and his greatness being attached to Philadelphia. You just can't.
You don't take out Joe Frazier, though.
You don't take out Joe Frazier.
I said I would have taken out Joe Frazier.
Do you not care about champions?
I do care about
Oh,
champions.
wait, was it Randall Cunningham a champion?
No, he was not.
All right then.
I said I would have put Randall Cunningham in that list.
So you don't prioritize winning?
I do prioritize winning, but we were talking about Philadelphia.
That's what I'm saying.
I also prioritize my city, and I know who did the most and who is amazing individuals.
You think Randall Cunningham did more for the city of Philadelphia than Joe Frazier?
I think Randall Cunningham, for popularity purposes, being an Eagle, and at that time when he made the football games, everything they were during that time. He was a dynamic Eagle. That's all I'm saying. You can't take that away. Are you going to argue that he wasn't a dynamic Eagle?
No, I'm arguing that he was top 5.
Was he a walking highlight? Did you want to watch Randall Cunningham play?
He was.
That's all I'm saying when we talk about Philadelphia athletes. He didn't say champions. He said athletes. Do I need to correct you on the terms that you used? You used the term athletes. You said top 5 athletes to come from Philadelphia. You did not say champions. If you had said champions, then the list would be different. I will argue that. Is Allen Iverson a champion in Philadelphia? No, he's not a champion. It doesn't matter. Did he win a championship? He did not win a championship.
He went to the final.
Allen Iverson.
Randall Cunningham never went to the Super Bowl.
Was he a champion?
No.
Okay, so Randall Cunningham not being a champion has nothing to do with your list.
Did Randall Cunningham's popularity compared to that of Allen Iverson?
What was the title of your list?
I'm just saying. I'm asking
Tell me the title.
Can I ask a question?
If you can answer. If you can't answer
top 5 athletes.
Okay, so I'm arguing the athlete comparison, not the champion comparison.
But you're arguing the athlete comparison based on the popularity, and I'm saying Randall Cunningham's popularity certainly didn't compare to Allen Iverson.
You know what's sad, Stephen A. Smith, is that every time I come on this show, I out-debate you. And at this point, it's starting to get weird, okay?
It's getting awkward.
I mean, it's getting awkward.
Uncomfortable. It's embarrassing.
It really is embarrassing. I only give you a rebuttal based off of what you say. If you had said champions, it would be different. Joe Frazier is an amazing champion. He's an amazing boxer. But when we say athletes come from Philadelphia, well, Randall Cunningham was jumping over linemen. Randall Cunningham was sacrificing his body to get in the end zone. Randall Cunningham made the running quarterback as popular as it is today.
You know what else?
Do not take away what Randall Cunningham did.
You do know that Joe Frazier was born and raised, he was raised in Philadelphia.
I do know that.
I know who the crowd liked. The crowd liked AI.
Yes. Absolutely.
That's who they were going for. Your boy.
That's without debate.
Yeah.
Undebatable.
All right.
Yeah. I wasn't mad with your list, Stephen.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that.
Well, you're not from
I'm
Philadelphia.
going to be nicer to you, I think.
The brilliance.
Of course, the Will Packer Amphitheater. All right, still plenty more to come on First Take here from FAMU. We had a game last night.
Yeah.
Are the Packers now the best team in the AFC Super Bowl champion Ryan Clark is here.
Appreciate you, folks.
And of course, Mr. ESPN, Stephen A. Smith.
Molly.
Yeah.
Before
Talk
we
to
really
me.
get down to
Sure.
talking some football.
Thank you for being here, first of all.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I thought Stephen A. was going to understand the assignment, right? I said last week that he would be the worst dressed person here.
Oh, no.
And I'm right. I mean, are we not at the HBCU?
We are.
Right?
We are.
Is it not homecoming?
Yes, it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Did we not have the band bring us in?
Absolutely.
And so instead of him bringing a little flair, bringing a little color, and showing that, you know what, I'm deeply rooted in the HBCU tradition of shining, instead of doing that, he came with this corporate suit.
Yeah.
Right? He came with this tie.
A lot of patterns.
Listen, I went shopping for the occasion.
Let me help my HBCU peeps out. You understand? You don't just dress for where you are. You dress for where you go.
What's wrong with being here?
Wait a minute. I'm doing this, and from this, I got to go to other places where I got to be corporate. What's the problem?
Oh my gosh.
Stephen
You
A.
make
Smith.
$12 million a year. You could buy
Right.
2 suits
No
and bring them.
dressing
That's not true. That's not true.
You could break 2
That's not
suits
true.
and bring them.
That's not true.
You guys have to understand Stephen A. Smith loves patterns. As a man that loves patterns, he's gonna mix them up. It's not just a couple. He's gonna hit you with at least 3 or 4. I understand, Stephen A. And I don't judge you from it. As a man that understands your passion for a pattern, I call you Stephen A. Double P Smith. Stephen A. Passion Pattern Smith. And I get it. Passion pattern. I get it, man.
Y'all know I'm gonna get y'all.
Listen,
Y'all know I'm gonna get y'all.
I'm on your
Especially
side.
you. Really?
I'm on your side.
This is on my side?
I just said
This is on my side?
You got a passion for patterns. What are you talking about? I'm making people understand why you do it at the level that you do it in. It's a lot. It's a lot on the eyes.
It's a lot,
It's a
man.
lot on the
It's a
eyes.
lot.
This is a lot of heat for Stephen A. right now, so I'll give you a break.
I can take it.
I'll give you a
I'm
break.
gonna get him back. I'm gonna get him back now. And you
Yeah.
too, Molly. I'm gonna get you back too.
RC,
Yep.
talk to me. Are the Packers the best team in the NFL? Because it is unbelievable to me that they went out there without their top 3 receivers, and they got that done against what's supposed to be the most prolific offense in the NFL, in the Arizona Cardinals.
Sounds good, but they're not the best team in the NFC. They're not the best team in the NFL. I mean, right now, if you're looking at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and what they aren't playing with, and the way that they played throughout this season with Tom Brady playing at an MVP level, with a defense finding ways to put pressure on the quarterback, I can't put the Green Bay Packers over them. And then when I watch this game, right, we always look at these teams and say, okay, we're going to look at the head-to-head matchup and say that the Green Bay Packers are better than the Arizona Cardinals. The same way there was no Devontae Adams, there was no D-Hop. Right? And the reason D-Hop was out of the game is because he went deep on the guy and hurt his hamstring running away from him. We also look at the 2 turnovers, right? The fumble, the muff punt return. All these things went in Green Bay's way, in factor, and went in Green Bay's way, and that's how they won the football game.
Hold on. I just need you to be a little bit careful about the details that you're bringing up about football, because we got him to consider here. And we know he can't talk about the Eagles right now. So as you talk about football, and we talk about champions, and this team is not a part of the discussion at all.
Right.
Okay? I just want you to be sensitive to that.
Wait. Excuse me. Aren't you a Steelers fan?
Yes, I am. Yes,
Okay.
I am.
Molly, don't do that. Molly, don't do that.
Your
Don't do that.
team-
Molly, don't do that,
Your
though.
team might make the playoffs.
Don't do that, Molly.
Well,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
RC, Molly, once
Yeah.
again, where you have to attack Stephen A. is in his word use, right? So Stephen A. said, be careful talking football to Kevin because he's an Eagle fan. Well, me being a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles has nothing to do with my knowledge of the game of football. So I can keep track and keep up with what's being said because we're talking about the rules and the actual state of the game. That being said, my job being here today is to not only keep up, but apply myself where and when I can. That's my job. So please, sir, let me do my job.
Whoa.
Thank you. RC.
Thank you very much, Kevin.
RC.
So the bottom line, is,
Yeah.
I don't believe the Green Bay Packers are the best team in the NFC, and I just
So
don't know
tell
what
me
to
this.
say to that.
Wait. But before you jump in, so what did you learn last night?
I mean,
like,
what you-
are the Arizona Cardinals fraudulent? Are the Packers
absolutely.
better? Are the Packers better than you
Absolutely
expected?
not. Listen. There's only been one undefeated team ever, right?
Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, Mercury Morris was
1972.
freestyling and popping champagne last night because you know he does it every time the last undefeated team loses.
Right.
The Arizona Cardinals didn't play great last night, and the Green Bay Packers had things go in their favor, and they took advantage of that. The Green Bay Packers are a good team. They're in the top 3 or 4
Okay.
or 5 teams in the NFC.
Let me say this. In all seriousness, all joking aside. Here's what I would tell you. We walked into the season thinking that Tampa Bay had a good chance of repeating because all 22 starters returned.
Absolutely.
And we understand how serious that is. Here's what happened last night that needs to give us all cause for pause.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers walked into a game, a Thursday night game, missing his top receiver, his number 2 receiver, his number 3 receiver.
Yes.
The quarterback was devoid of his top 3 weapons. And somehow, some way, against an undefeated team, the defense showed up when it counted. Offensively, it wasn't just that the other receivers showed up, but also your running game with Aaron Jones and Dillon showed that they ran for like 157 yards last night. What I'm saying is, on many, many occasions, we'll look at a team and we'll say, all right, devoid of their primary weapons, all right, now show us what you got. And when other guys step up and it emboldens them and elevates their confidence, when you combine that with the fact that at least 2 of those 3 are going to return, and Aaron Rodgers is the guy behind center, yeah, we can look at Tampa Bay and say they're the best team, but I think what Green Bay did for all of us last night was remind us they still got that bad man, Aaron Rodgers, at the quarterback, and they've got enough weapons to take out anybody, so they've solidified themselves as a bona fide threat.
Are they the top team in the NFC?
They're not.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, right now they can do it. And they can go on a road and do it. Most people can't do that. They can.
Well, guys, here's what I'm saying. It pains me. Pains me to say this, honestly. It really hurts that I'm going to have to agree with Stephen A. Smith for possibly the first time on this show. It will possibly be the last. I don't think there will ever be another time. But what you can't do is ignore moments of greatness, right? You can't also ignore stardom. What Aaron Rodgers is, he's a bona fide stud in this league and always has been. And when that bona fide stud shows you with or without weapons, I can respond. Meaning that I can get the job done. And I'm also good enough to get my troops in line that aren't my necessary 1 and 2s to understand the assignment and show up and show out. When they do that on a big stage like last night, that does give you, in your words, not mine, the cause for pause to say, hey man, they could be real. I think that the Green Bay Packers, I think that they're definitely in the top 3 teams in the NFL. I think that they're also Super Bowl contenders this year. I think that they're they're a threat. They're a real threat.
The only thing that I would challenge Kevin Hart on is the fact that he said we can't ignore moments of greatness. One would argue you do that all the time when people sit next to you. You ignore moments of greatness all the time. But that's what I want to say.
Came back to him. But if he wants to bring it back to him, can I ask you?
It always comes to him.
Can I ask you a question as a former player?
Yeah.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers woke up this morning and was just so disappointed in Stephen A. Smith?
That he went against him?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Absolutely. Stephen A's been one of his largest supporters.
Yeah.
And for Aaron Rodgers to do what he's done throughout his career for Stephen A. and for Stephen A. to turn on him?
How is that turning on him? I said he was going to lose one game.
It's almost as bad as picking all those patterns.
Is he the MVP right now?
No. He's not the MVP right now. But what I'm saying is I picked him to lose a regular season game and I turned against him.
It wasn't just a regular
It was
season
one
game.
game.
It was the biggest Thursday night football game ever.
Game, Stephen A.
Prime time.
Without his top 3 weapons.
Listen,
speaking
as a former player myself, you guys know my background. I played in the church league. There's a couple of different things that I have under my belt, and you guys can go look it up online. There's several highlights that follow me in my younger career in sports.
I watched the tape. The tape doesn't lie.
No, the tape doesn't lie. It's actually, listen, it speaks for itself. Also, as a 4-time MVP, I don't want to go down my stats.
Are you talking about when Lisa Leslie blocked your shot?
Hey, Stephen A., we're going down the wrong.
Hey, I saw you coaching the All-Star game.
We're going through the wrong thing. I don't want to make this about me. What I'm saying is, as a player, when you do have someone that is somebody in your corner, and that person has a megaphone, that megaphone is loud, and that voice is heard, and that person has coined something that now follows you. When people refer to Aaron Rodgers, they say he's a bad man.
Stephen A. pulled that back, though, Kev.
That's my point.
He pulled it back.
Do you understand? Have you ever went to sit in a chair and somebody pulls the chair out before you sit in it? And
I
you
did not do that.
And you go, who pulled the chair out? And they go, it was your mother. And you go, my mom did that?
Not your mom.
My mom would do that to me? You're so hurt that your mom would do such a thing.
Have you called him today to apologize?
I have not. I have not, and I will not. Because what I said was, no quarterback is successful throwing to himself. Aaron Rodgers is without his top 3 weapons, and it's not fair to him.
You could have apologized and owned the moment.
Why would I apologize to him?
You know what
Why would I apologize to him?
You miss opportunities to simply do the right thing.
Yeah.
You could have looked in that camera. You could have said, Aaron, you know
was
what?
wrong.
I messed up, man. I made the wrong choice. But this has nothing to do with you and I. You're still a bad man, and I still believe that you are the best quarterback in the game, maybe at the time, Brady, but you're the best quarterback in the game. The point is, you could have said that. You could have looked right down the barrel, but instead you ignored the moment and you made it about yourself. And this is your problem, Stephen A. Smith.
It is. No.
This is your problem.
That is not false.
Oh, my.
I actually agree with that. I feel this every Monday and every Friday. And I'm just glad that Kevin Hart's here to say these things to you, because maybe you'll believe him and not me.
He has the star power.
Because he's a dreamer.
Yeah.
Even as a dreamer, he sees you for what you are in reality. Dreamer. Yet reality, it's all about you.
Wait.
You're gonna pay
Hold
for
on.
this.
I
You're gonna pay
have
for
a
this.
real football question, though. What happened with A.J. Green in that final play?
Listen, everything happens at the line now, right? So Kyler Murray has an opportunity to change plays at the line. He saw that he had one-on-one coverage with the dude that was on the practice squad in Arizona weeks ago. So there has to be some type of check, has to be some type of acknowledgement or communication between those two players. And A.J. Green didn't pick it up. That's where not having a D-hop hurts you, though, because we
I
know
agree
where
with that, but
football
my
goes.
only question is, in all seriousness, is how are you a receiver? It's 14 seconds left on the clock, and you don't even turn around to look for a football. How is that possible? You're running a route and he had his back turned.
You never looked for the ball. He never looked for the football.
Stephen A., but there's check with me's at the line. Clearly, he thought it was going to be a run play. It ended up not being a run play. Kyler Murray throws the ball. It's actually a great throw. Ends up going to the other team. A.J. Green just never got the communication.
But RC, even if there is a check at the line, by the way, which I'm very familiar with, if there's a check at the line and you do expect it to be a run play, you're still running a route. And running a route, you do have a job to turn and at least be aware. He never turned.
I agree.
He never turned and looked for the ball
I must
at all.
confess for the first time, I think Kevin Hart's right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a miracle. It happens. I'm glad
my presence.
It's shocking.
I am glad my presence has brought you two together.
You know what I'm saying?
My presence has brought you two together. I guess with true football greatness and knowledge gets on the set, you two guys have to come together and say we're going to combine our star power.
I don't want you talking about me and that man, because you don't have to. You don't have to. You know, my career in football, it was short-lived. If I can get you, you know what I'm
What
doing?
position did you play again? And then I got to go to break.
Well, I mean, the question is, what position didn't I play? Because our team,
and I chronicled it all. I was writing for Philadelphia for 17 years. I wrote about it all the time. I don't recall ever saying Kevin Hart.
Because you never came to my church. It was a church.
When we come back, more First Take from FAMU at the Will Packer Amphitheater. It is homecoming weekend.
Welcome back to First Take, live from Florida A&M University. It's homecoming 2021. That's right. Stephen A., Molly, Ryan Clark. We've got FAMU alum Will Packer and the one and only Kevin Hart. You see the cheerleaders. It is amazing here on the campus of Florida A&M University. It's homecoming, baby.
Rashawn, thank you so much. First Take back here at FAMU homecoming weekend. What a crowd that we have. Such an honor to be here. Of course, Will Packer is here with us. Stephen A. Smith, obviously. The Will Packer Amphitheater unveiled today. Congrats again, huge FAMU alum. So thank you so much for being with us.
Yes.
But gentlemen, there's something else I want to discuss today. We also have Kevin Hart here, and I'll explain. So last night, the 76ers beat the Pistons and are now over 500 at 3-2. Obviously, the Sixers have had a tumultuous offseason and await Ben Simmons to return to the court when he's mentally ready. Kevin, we know you rep all things Philly, but your Eagles, your Sixers, they just can't get it right. So could you give us state of address to the city of Philly, please?
You know, Molly, I knew this was coming. First and foremost, listen, are our Eagles in the best shape? No, not right now. I don't like to bring turmoil to things that are already bad. So I'm not going to really discuss the Eagles. What I am going to talk about is the 76ers, and I'm going to take the time to shine a positive light on something that people don't want to, okay? What we now are in is a moment where Ben Simmons, okay, he's having some trouble with the franchise, and there's been some back and forth. But what I'm now seeing, I'm seeing the team within itself stand up and step up and be mature about the situation and play basketball because that's their job. And then playing basketball, they're gelling. They're gelling and they're winning basketball games, which is important. And that shows me that we're a playoff team regardless. I think Ben Simmons will eventually get the right advice, will do the right thing, and come back to basketball when he's mentally stable and mentally right. And in the meantime, the team has a job to do. And that team is doing that job. They're going to gel. They're going to mesh well. And when Ben does come back, he'll fit in the way that he should, and we'll get back to playing game at a high level. Ultimately, we're a real basketball team in the NBA, and we are contenders. And this season, you'll see that. That's what it's about. So Philadelphia, do not allow this outside negativity to come in and make a mess of what we have. Because we have true stars on our team. We have great leaders. And right now, there's a little bump in the road. Speed bumps come all the time. It's your job to drive over it and get your steering back together. And we will. And shouts out to you, Ben. I know whatever you're going through is tough for you. Everybody's not in your situation. So me being on the outside, I don't judge you. I still support you. And when you come back, you will be back and you will be great and be better. That's what a real fan does. You stand with them, you stand beside them. You don't kick them how some people do. Mr. Dirty Boots, you kick my city every chance you get. I won't allow it to happen here. Not while I'm here, Stephen A. Stand up, Philadelphia. Do what we do best in love, because we're the city of brotherly love. Congratulations again, Will Packer. You got an amphitheater out here. It's a big deal. All right, go ahead, Stephen A.
That might be the most ridiculous take I've ever heard you come out your mouth.
Why is that?
First of all, a couple of things. Number one, just not to bring negativity to you, but y'all just lost to my New York Knicks the other day. I just thought it was
We were talking about my win. We just came off a win.
The Sixers.
Okay, but we just came off a win.
But
we were talking about the win we just had.
You lost to the Knicks.
You want to go two games back?
No, let me say, yes, I do.
You don't go two games
back. That's number
back.
one. Number two, I just want to ask a question. Just a simple question.
Ask.
Will Packer, help me out here.
Okay, come on.
We have a guy in Ben Simmons, and Kevin Hart did not answer this question. He didn't bring it up, but I'm not going to let him off the hook with
Don't.
this.
Okay. Don't.
We have a guy in Ben Simmons. He did not say, I have an emotional issue and I don't want to play basketball. Mm-hmm. He said, I got an emotional issue about playing for and in Philadelphia.
That's true.
That's what he said.
He did.
As a Philadelphia native, how does it make you feel that a guy is claiming, guess what, I'm not well because I got to play for your city and your team?
I'll play for other cities.
I'll play for other cities, just not your city and your team. How does that make you feel?
I'll tell you exactly how it makes me feel. As a guy that came up in Philadelphia, I understand how tough my city can be. We're not
You handled it.
We're not the easiest group of people to deal with. Some people are better than others. I ran into my own problems with Philadelphia early in my career, not being good enough, not being funny, etc. Okay, I was capable of overcoming it. It doesn't mean that everybody else can deal with adversity the same. With that being said, how old has Ben Simmons?
25.
All right, at 25 years old, did anybody give him a handbook on how you're supposed to act when this type of success and stardom comes your way? Did anybody give you
You need a handbook to just go out there and play basketball?
It's not
he's
just,
an elite player?
It's obviously not just about the basketball. It's obviously stuff on and off the court.
In Philly.
You can't say what it is because
He said it.
I'm saying you can't say why he feels the way he feels. We can't say because we don't know. We're not in those sneakers. We're not in the locker room. We're not at the house after.
Right.
We're not on the calls.
You know,
so I
here's
say
what
that
I will
to say,
though, there are mental pressures that today's athletes are under
Absolutely.
that are very different than they were ever in our history, right? There's so much scrutiny. There's such a spotlight on them. Fans have access to them in ways that they never had before. And so he is under an extreme amount of pressure that's very different.
Can I respond to that? You and I both attended at HBCU. This brother's from the streets of Philadelphia.
He didn't attend
I know, but he's from the streets of Philadelphia.
Community College of Philadelphia.
That's right.
2
okay,
weeks.
That's fine. The one thing that we would say.
Excuse me, Hollywood Hotline. It's not about you this moment. It's about Will Packer because we've got the point guard himself, Chris Paul, on the line. CP3, can you hear us?
The point guard, Mr. 2010. Where you
I can.
I know
What's going on? What's happening? What's going on? What's happening?
Mr. 20,000, 10,000.
Chris, right now, the FAMU football team, talk to us about why making this documentary about FAMU's football team was so important to you.
Man, it's important. It's good to see them boys, man. It's dope to see their story. Coach Willie Simmons, the things that they doing. You know, them boys going out there competing day in and day out. I just love to be a part of it and to tell their story.
And Chris, let me tell you something, brother. On behalf of myself, the FAMU football team, and everybody down here, we love you because you are using your platform to elevate what we're doing down here at FAMU and at HBCUs across the nation. Stephen A., you know this. It's never been about can HBCUs compete. It's never been about do we have the skill, do we have the acumen. It's about do we have the opportunity. Do we have the resources? And what CP is doing, new show, appearing, streaming right now on ESPN Plus, highlighting that FAMU football team that's about to bring it to Grambling this weekend. You already know. We about to put it on Grambling this weekend. CP, your new series is highlighting them, my brother. I appreciate you because this is what it's all about, my friend.
Hey, Will, that's all good and well, but this ain't about me. It's about you, man. I just want to tell you congratulations on what you doing down there at FAMU. They proud to have you. Stephen A., Molly, great to see y'all. And the little dude right there next to you too, Will.
Well, listen, I just want to say this. It is about Will Packer today, but it's also about guys like CP3 and Will Packer and the level of commitment that you guys have made to elevating the profile of HBCUs. Whatever we're trying to do, it's going to take all of us. And the fact that you got somebody like CP3, a perennial all-star, a future Hall of Famer, one of the greatest point guards to have ever played in the NBA, who didn't attend an HBCU but still feels it's so important to highlight HBCUs and its contribution to just our American society as a whole. I just can't say enough and can't express enough gratitude to him and Will Packer.
You got to
give
him his flowers.
Yes.
You got to give CP his flowers. I mean, when it comes to HBCUs and really putting that on your back and creating a conversation, I don't think there's nobody in the NBA that does it more. I mean, from his apparel to his voice to just understanding the importance of moving the culture forward, CP has always done that. So it's one thing that I definitely have embraced because of him. It's something that I've moved towards because of him and what he does. So, you know, with that in itself, outside of the documentary, it doesn't shock me that you're looking to do more and become more for this particular move.
And Kevin, let me just piggyback on that. It's not like he's retired. Still one of the best in the game.
Still one of the best
competing at the highest level and one of the best teams in the West. So, CP3, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for making some time for us this morning.
CP, we love you, sir.
No problem.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all. I just wish I was there.
I know.
Well, you could have came.
I know.
Homecoming.
I never experienced his homecoming.
I got a game tomorrow. I got to work around here tomorrow.
Yeah, but I know, but me and
here.
you talked about it. Remember I told you my plane was leaving, you could pop on with me and I would have had you back. You said, well, wait a minute, Kev. And remember you hung up.
Shut up.
Remember that? Remember
He lying, y'all. He lying.
Okay.
You want to know what's important to somebody? You
Love
look
you,
where
man.
they spend their time and their money.
Chris,
Period.
thank you.
That's what it is. You look where they spend their time and their money, put their money where their mouth is.
Absolutely.
That's what is important to people. That's what you want. Don't watch what people say.
Yep.
Watch what they do.
Yeah.
And that is what CP has done. And you, my brother, Stephen A.
Yeah.
Using your
Stephen A.
platform.
Yeah, Stephen A. and HBCU ambassador. All right, still plenty more to come from FAMU on homecoming weekend.
Go Sixers!
We're gonna
Get your head right, man.
We're gonna have a weekend. We'll be back with us in a moment. Kevin Hart's still here with us, Super Bowl champ Brian Clark, and of course the one and only Stephen A. Smith. True Story on Netflix, November 24th.
Yes.
I need more good things to watch. And before we play a little game, I need you all involved. It's going to be called Take It or Leave It, and we're going to pick the games. I just want to say thank you so much for coming here. I know you came for Will, but we really appreciate you. It's so much fun, and it's an honor anytime. I love your good energy,
But don't say
and it means a lot.
Don't say I just came for Will. I mean, although Will is my brother, and just to make it very clear, I couldn't be more proud of him and what he's done. Like, Will is responsible for a lot of success that I've had in my career. So as a producer, he's created opportunities for me, and to see him get his just due, his love in return, I want to be a part of those moments for him because he's created so many moments for me. Now, with that being said, you guys coming and being a part of this. This is a platform, the same thing. You guys have been there for me throughout my career. So embracing you guys, showing you love is something that I prioritize. So it's always a duel. It's never one-sided.
It means a lot. And it's really great to have a crowd, too.
Absolutely. FAMU is the same. FAMU is the same.
Right, Stephen A.? It feels like we're getting back to normal.
Listen, it's just so much that's going on here. We know the incredible resume that Will Packer has put forth and all the great things that he's been doing. We're going to talk a little bit later about him directing the Oscars. Let's not forget that.
He's going to be,
he's going to be back
producing
here
the
as well.
Oscars,
This brother right here, True Story, I would advise everybody to go see. I've already seen some of it because I had access to it earlier. It ain't just. I'm not talking about. I'm just saying, you get to me in this business. In the business, you get access to it. You got a guy that's here. In all seriousness, you got a guy here that's not just a comedian. He's an actor. And you're going to see him doing some incredible work. And Kevin Hart, just when you think that he's reached the pinnacle. He just shows you time and time again that there's another level to his greatness. I can't
excited.
be happier for
Listen,
you. All the best to you, man.
I am so excited for people to lay eyes on True Story. It's a thriller. It's me going past the stages of drama. I mean, in fatherhood, I, of course, put my dramatic acting skills on display.
I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
like
it.
for real, that
The
as a dad, though, like as a dad, man, having daughters, and it was something.
It's an emotional story.
It was good, man.
And you know, I think it's just about switching it up where and when I can. And I don't want to make this about me, so I'm not. But Celebrity Game Face is a game show that I have on E! Cold as Balls that just premiered a new season. And outside of that, my podcast, Comedy Gold Mines, is doing amazing. And also the radio show, Straight from the Heart, we're doing big things as well.
But you're not gonna make it about you.
It's not about me.
Okay,
And True
cool.
Story, once again, is produced by Heartbeat myself. That comes on
You gotta
Netflix
work on
Thanksgiving.
getting a little more range on your portfolio.
Yeah, and just so this isn't about me and my plugs.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that I said
Way
it all those things.
way to show so much humility too.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
amazing.
it's not about me.
Real
These are-
quick to tell on myself. He invited me on the show Cold as Balls, and I didn't show up because I'm not satisfied yet with I gotta get in shape.
I told you
gotta
you
get
could
in
wear a
shape.
suit.
I gotta get in shape, man.
I
I
said you
can't
could wear a
wear
suit
a
in the
suit
tub.
in a cold tub.
You can put
I
my shit
can't
on
do
the
that.
tub. I told you that.
I think you're more scared of the ice anyway.
You're right.
Yeah,
that's true.
All right, let's play this game,
Ice.
take it or leave it. But again,
All right.
Kevin, thank you.
Take it, I take it.
Okay, take it or leave it. Let's pick these games, all right? Dak Prescott is dealing with a calf strain and says he wants to play. Take it or leave it. The Cowboys will win in Minnesota.
Leave it. Minnesota will win this game. This is going to be the upset of the week. And I think the Minnesota Vikings could have won this game even if Dak Prescott was healthy. This is not a 3-3 football team.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna go with Minnesota. I don't like the fact. Here's what I don't like. I don't like the fact that the Dallas Cowboys had a bye week and then you still come and play on Sunday, but it's a late night game. How come you can't play at 1 o'clock? Why you got to have the whole afternoon?
Because they don't make
why you gotta do
schedule,
it? I'm
Stephen
just
A.
saying, there's a lot of favoritism that's given to the Dallas Cowboys and their nauseating, disgusting fan base. It really bothers me that happens. I just want to make that for the record.
It should.
I'm leaving it.
It should. There's nothing more annoying than a Dallas Cowboy fan. I can agree with you. But in this case, you know, the Cowboys have definitely played football this season. You can't act as if they haven't. I know that you guys love to pick the upsets to make yourselves look cool and make it look like you have extra knowledge about the game. But in this case, you couldn't be more wrong. So I'm not going to leave it. I'm going to take it. The Cowboys will definitely run through the Minnesota Vikings.
All right, who are you guys going with? The Cowboys?
Yeah.
All right, you're alone on an island, Kevin.
You know what's
Way to
sad?
rep the underdogs,
You know what's sad?
the Dallas
He's the
Cowboys.
kind of person that's gonna rub it in and go tweet about it Sunday night. You know, just to remind everybody if they win.
I'm going to
how
remind
he
you.
was right.
I'm not going to remind the world. I'm going to remind you.
Yeah, it's going to be you.
It's just going to be you.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Can we move on?
Next one. Yes, we can move on. Sure, whatever you need. These two teams play this weekend. Take it or leave it. The Patriots will go deeper than the Chargers this season, RC.
Oh, I leave that too. The Los Angeles Chargers are a better football team than the New England Patriots. They have a better quarterback. Obviously, we're going to look at Bill Belichick as a coach and say that he can fix things that are wrong with this team. But the Los Angeles Chargers have a better roster. They've played better this season. I expect them to win this game this weekend and go farther in the playoffs.
I completely concur. I don't need to add anything on top of that. Ryan is absolutely right.
Yeah, in this case, I don't need to say anything either. The Chargers are a much better football team. Chargers will beat the Patriots.
And he lives like
Patriots
in LA,
or
so
Chargers?
he won't go back home.
Hold on for a second, Molly.
Crowd's with you.
I know you're a very, very, very busy man.
Yeah.
Have you had an opportunity to get to SoFi?
I have. We have a suite there. So we
Like, did you
visit the
not
games
think he had a
often.
suite?
No, I'm just checking.
Yeah,
Because
but
he always talk about how busy he is. I didn't know if he had time to go to the game. That's all I'm saying.
What'd you ask him if he's been to SoFi?
Has he been to SoFi?
And he has a suite there.
He has
We
a
have a
suite.
suite.
Like,
Yeah.
There's levels to this.
There's levels.
Right, are you
If
shy?
the kids want to
know
go,
what
the
it is.
family comes.
Stephen A,
it's a function.
it's a nice spread.
Yeah.
If you want to come,
No,
you're invited.
I was there. I was in a suite.
Yeah.
I don't have a suite, but I was in a suite when I was there.
It's a nice setting.
This
is nice setting.
Stephen A is writing down. I need a suite.
Those
Goals.
are two different things.
I know that.
Yes.
That's
Sitting
what
in
I'm
a
saying.
suite
I'm conceding.
and having a
I'm
suite.
conceding it. He has one. I visited
Is it
one.
uncomfortable to be
Not
next
at
to
all.
someone more
Yeah.
famous
And here's
and
what
more rich than you?
Not at all.
The
I
other
look
thing-
up to him.
my
Even though I'm
guy.
looking
You
down
look
when I
up to
look
him.
up, I still look up to him.
You'll never just
Okay,
give.
that's what it
You'll
is.
never just give a
I
compliment.
look up to him. Down but up.
Y'all also,
You know?
y'all also missed the kids might want to go. So that means sometimes when he is working, he's not even at the game. He just has the suite to have the suite.
And I don't have it like that.
Yeah, my kids want to go. The family, you guys go. I can't be there all the time.
That's right.
Yeah, I got stuff.
You gotta work.
You heard all this, Brad.
I totally understand.
You heard the resume.
I'm reaching for new heights. He's already there.
I'm glad.
Okay.
I like the inspiration. All right,
good with that.
Take it or leave it. The Saints will beat the Bucks at home Sunday. I'll start with you, Kevin. Will the Saints beat the Bucks?
I would love to go against Tom Brady, but I'm gonna be honest, it's just not realistic. There's no shot. Tampa Bay Bucks will beat the Saints. It's not even a question.
Why don't you like Tom Brady?
I said I would love to go against him just to say it. I love Tom Brady.
Got it.
I think Tom Brady's the best quarterback in football.
Okay.
He's the GOAT.
I would love to disagree with him, but I don't like what I've seen from the Saints offense. I'm going to go with Tom Brady and the Bucks because I think simply they're going to put up enough points to win.
Yes.
You know what? I came here to agree with y'all. Man, what the hell with that? I got to go back to the crib. I'm going to take the New Orleans Saints in the upset.
So you're scared to go home?
This defense.
You're scared to go home.
I ain't scared to go home.
You sound scared to me.
I'm not scared to go home.
You sound scared to go home.
It was a little,
Hey, guys.
it was a little timid.
I'm comfortable on any Martin Luther King Boulevard. We good. We good. I can go back to the crib. I'm going to take the Saints, though.
All right.
Jameis Winston, no turnovers in 4 games after
Yeah.
Mr. 30-30. He's been turning it around. Yeah, I know. We're in Florida. I don't even know why I asked. All right, take it or leave it. The Steelers can make the playoffs. I'm starting with you. You.
I love my Steelers. We all know that. But I am an objective individual, unlike some emotional people that I know. I am objective. And I look at the Steelers and their offensive line and a stationary target at the quarterback position. I'm looking at the elevation of Cincinnati. We know Baltimore's going to be there. We know the Chargers, the Chiefs. We ain't sleeping on the Chiefs. The Raiders are somebody that can't be ignored. And, of course, the Buffalo Bills. I have to say, I don't see the Steelers making the playoffs.
I don't know why you had to go down that long road to get there. Why did you have to take 45 seconds of our life that we can never get back to say what you just said? It was an easy answer. We all knew the answer. Why did you take so long? And I gotta tell you, and another thing, and if you know anything about me, I'm objective. And the thing about being objective is understanding when to apply objection. So in this case, I'm gonna go down a road of objectifying, and I'm gonna let you know what you may not. The answer is no. No, they're not going to make it. You know that. No, I got a better chance of getting tall. It won't happen.
Oh wow.
No. Right.
I didn't get that
Eagles got a
question.
better chance
I didn't
anyway.
get that question in my email, Molly, so I'm not prepared to answer.
No,
That's real weak.
don't even
I thought you
try
wasn't
it.
scared. I thought you
Super
wasn't
Bowl
scared.
champ with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
They ain't
Or
gonna
the
make it.
Yeah.
Well,
They ain't gonna make it.
No.
They ain't gonna make it.
No.
All right, that's a lot now. That's
No.
a lot of no's.
It should be
We heard
aggressive.
the first one.
All right, the Steelers. Ask me the question, Molly. Watch this.
Are the Pittsburgh Steelers making the playoffs?
No.
Oh my God, I hit commercial breaks on time.
No.
Get to so many
There it
topics. Hey, I got one for you. Take it or leave it. The Lions will get their first win when they play your Eagles Sunday. Kevin Hart.
I have never felt better. I've never felt better
Don't
about
hate
answering
on
the
Detroit.
question. It's Detroit.
Don't hate on Detroit.
At the end of the day, it's the Lions. The Lions will beat themselves, okay? Yes, we're not good. Yes, we're not good and we're having a bad year. But we are not as worse as the Detroit Lions. We will get a win over the Detroit Lions.
The Detroit Lions win their first game this weekend.
The Detroit Lions
Absolutely.
win their first
Absolutely.
game. They will beat the Philadelphia Eagles in day 12,
Yeah.
as my
And you know-
late friend, the great Stuart Scott, once said. Day 12. The Detroit Lions
They will.
beat the Eagles
Yes.
this weekend.
And you know, Stephen A. hates everything about Philly anyway.
That's not
and
true.
he always comes
That's
on the
not
show and
true.
says bad things
You do.
about
You
Philly.
really
That's
do.
not
Absolutely.
true.
You
You really
do.
gonna say that? You really
Absolutely.
gonna put me out there like
It
that?
really
That
is
is
sad.
not
Yeah.
true. That is a lie.
The
That
only
is a
thing you like
second
about
home to
Philly
me.
is Allen
Our
Iverson.
city made you.
Made
We
you.
made
Right.
you.
And you
Right.
turned your back on
at
them.
you turn your back
Turned
on
your
that
back
I didn't
on
turn your back. I didn't turn my back on you.
You
By telling
turn
you
your
the truth.
backs on
I didn't turn
Judas.
by telling you the truth.
Every once in a while, all we need is a little verbal support. Right now, the Eagles,
I
yes,
gave
we're
it to
struggling.
you.
No, you
yes,
don't.
we're struggling.
Listen.
You know what you don't do?
Hold on.
You don't
say
uplift.
Judas?
You don't uplift. That's what you don't do. You take
Yeah.
the chance and you push down.
Okay.
Push down.
Give the Eagles a little uplift.
No, he don't know how to do that.
Give
Excuse
the
me.
Sixers a little
Excuse
uplift.
me.
Nope.
I have something uplifting for the Eagles. Guys, I want you to hear from their coach, Nick Sirianni. Kevin Hart, please listen to this. It's for you.
The results aren't there right now, but what's going on here is that there's growth under the soil. I put a picture of a flower up, right, and that it's coming through the ground, and the roots are growing out, and the roots are continuing to grow out, and everybody wants to see results. Shoot, nobody wants to see results more than us, but it's really important that the foundation is being built and that the roots are growing out. And the only way the roots grow out every single day and they grow stronger and they grow better is if that we all water, we all fertilize, we all do our part. Each individual coach, each individual player, everybody in the building, that we do our part to water to make sure that when it does pop out, it really pops out. It really pops out.
I can tell you what happened here.
Kevin, I feel motivated because roots grow down.
I can tell you what happened here.
It's a flower.
I can tell you exactly what happened
grew
here.
out too, though.
I can tell you what happened here. Okay,
And there was fertilizer.
I'm gonna go to Nick's defense. I know what happened here.
Okay,
all
what
right.
happened?
They asked him a question, and Nick had a great premise in his head. Right?
He
had a great premise in his head. And the premise was, listen, at the end of the day, for a flower to grow, it has to be watered. Right now, we're in the growing stages.
Okay.
But he didn't hit it. He didn't hit it that fast.
He didn't stop fast.
He went with words that threw him off. We see fertilizer. Our plant. See, listen. Everybody's got to have a bucket, and if everybody does their part in water. See, let me tell you something about dirt. Dirt. If
God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt.
Understand what dirt does. Dirt basically is the home of any root. So if we listen to me, as a
I can't breathe.
we got to take the root, and the eagle eats what? Worms. Where are worms at? In the dirt. So we can't fly if we don't get a worm out the dirt. You understand what I'm saying? So basically,
You're planting seeds. Planting seeds. Roots are growing.
Can I put it more succinctly? The man sounded high.
Yeah. No, hey.
He sounded high.
No, he did not. No, he did not.
See, he hates Philadelphia.
What I say? He's trying to hit my man Adam Gase.
Hold on.
He sounded lost.
I did not say he looked it. That's Adam Gase years ago for the Jets.
That's true.
I said he sounded. Now I'm going to say it again in case people thought I was stuttering. He sounded high.
No, he did.
He got lost in the metaphor.
Stephen A. That man thought about that from the time they lost that game until this press conference.
And he knew he thought about that?
He knew exactly what he wanted to say, but Kevin's right. When he got into it, he got lost.
It was a maze.
And he tried to do too
He
much.
put a lot into that.
Yeah, he knew what he meant.
He prepared that speech and
what happens to people who sound high?
Listen,
that's how they sound.
They eat a lot
I didn't say he was.
and play video
I didn't say he looked that way.
There's
I
been
said
moments.
he sounded that way.
There's been moments where you've had some times where I've questioned what you did the night before. You've dropped some words that have really made me go. I don't know.
That's not a real word.
Yeah. Something in Stevens.
I never said it's not a real word. That ain't true.
We'll
I
leave
say
it there.
real words.
His heart was in the right
Yes, I
place.
do.
He got lost.
Yes.
He fumbled. He tried to from homecoming weekend out here in Tallahassee. Kevin Hart, Will Packer, Ryan Clark, Stephen A.
Come on, man.
You gotta take the dirt. Let me tell you something about dirt. If you get
You're watching First Take, supplemented by Aflac.
It's at an HBCU homecoming, shocking, but incredible time. So we got Ryan Clark here, Stephen A., Kevin Hart, Will Packer, the Will Packer Amphitheater. He is an alum, and we unveiled that today. So again, huge congrats to you, sir. So since it is homecoming weekend, Will Packer, you're a vet. Can you give us your top 5 tips for HBCU homecoming weekend?
Top 5 must-have,
okay.
right?
Yes,
so,
must-have.
Listen, you know Stephen A. does those bad lists every week, right? So
Stephen C. list,
I'm
D
gonna
list.
give you A list is so fluid. All horrible. I'm gonna give you some lists that are tried and true, ironclad. Okay. These are must-haves at FAMU homecoming. FAMU, y'all ready? Y'all ready? First thing you must have, number 1, you gotta have turn-up skills. Crowd, show me right now how we turn up. Give me your best dance at FAMU homecoming. Let's go. Right now, give me some dance. Give me a little turn up. See that kid? See that? See that? See that? See that? See that?
Good answer.
Okay, all right,
answer.
Hold on. Here's the next thing. Next thing you got to have. Stephen A. hadn't brought this up. Ryan Clark brought it up. Stephen A. knows I look very good today.
You do.
Because I'm in my orange and green.
You do.
Because that's how we do at HBCUs. We dress to the nines.
Yeah.
You got to have that drip, okay? Can I show you an example of what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
This is that FAMU drip right there. Head to toe, orange and green. You see how it is. That's how we do. Yes.
Survey.
Thank you.
Commitment.
Thank
Survey
you, FAMU.
says.
You look good. Okay. Listen.
Survey says.
Listen.
Good answer.
Okay, thank you. All right, Kev, this next one is for you.
Okay.
Because I know you didn't go to HBCU or any college for that matter, but that's okay.
Turns out right for you.
One of the reasons he didn't go is because when you go to an HBCU homecoming, you need to have height-appropriate friends. Okay? Can I show you what that looks like? Height-appropriate friends. So come out here right now. Let's say that this is one of my friends and this is your other friend, right? And they want a high five, right? They got to figure out how to do it because they see that? See, that's not going to work. That's not going to. So what I did, Kevin, because I know it's you, and I got a jersey for you because you got to have height-appropriate friends.
Wait a second.
So this is for you, Kevin. But when you come down here to FAMU, I got you, brother. You are always welcome.
It's not even my last name.
No. That's for you because you're my friend. This is my guy right here. Okay.
Doesn't look like that much of a friend moment.
Friends like you, who needs enemies?
Okay.
Here's the other thing you need. I'm not done with my list, okay? It's a Packer 5-pack.
Okay.
The other thing you need is an amazing crew, a crew that you roll with. And y'all know how we do with the frats and the sororities at black colleges, right? So I need my frats and sororities to come through and represent. That's Van Hell. Get out there, show them what you do. You know, I'm a good brother of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, and these are all my Greek friends here at FAMU. That's what it is. Yes, a lot of them. You got to have a big crew and a tight crew.
Too many
at
of them.
FAMU. Yeah. No, that's what they do. Yeah.
Well, time to get them up
That's how
out
they
of here.
do. Okay. All right.
Get them up out of here.
Okay. All right. Got it.
Now you got to
see y'all brothers. Absolutely. Okay.
Now you got to clear this out.
Last thing. Last thing you need. Well, Kevin,
the cameras can't see you no
This
more.
is their time, but they love it.
See, this is what they do. These fraternities don't know how to act.
Hold on, you stop pointing at them now. The camera can see me. I don't think they can see you. I think we lost you.
We lost me in the whole thing.
Here we go. And here's the last thing you need at FAMU homecoming, okay? This is what we need. I got the football team behind me because we're going to destroy Grambling this weekend. Everybody, you need the hypest crowd ever in the history of homecoming. Turn up, FAMU. Turn up. Let's go. FAMU. Happy homecoming, baby. Kevin Hart, my guy, because I love him. This is my guy.
You want to know?
Here we go.
That's a list.
How about that?
The height appropriate friend.
That was the only thing that was my favorite one right there. That didn't make sense. Well, you know, listen,
I didn't like that part.
I've been to this school. I've been to this school several times with Will Packer, and Will Packer is the guy that won't let college die. Right? Like Will Packer is that guy.
I'm with you, Will.
Yeah, he's.
This is making me miss college.
Come on, Molly Q.
Will still steps. He still. They put on a song. He goes. Where my brother at? Nobody knows him. He yells out stuff to the college kids. They don't understand the stuff. Y'all still hanging out at the courthouse. He said that. It's just bad. He won't let it die.
Stephen A., let me tell you, my brother had an amazing 2 weeks at community college, and during that time, he didn't make a lot of bonds. That's what it is. So he kind of hates on the college experience.
So he hates on it until he gets here. And then he gets here, he embraces it all, and then he's mad they couldn't stay.
I can be honest with you. I can definitely be honest with you. Getting the full HBCU experience definitely does make you feel like you missed something.
I agree with
It makes you feel like, wow, man, I didn't go the right route. I wish I had experienced that. I got to be honest about that. Now, that doesn't mean that my CCP family in Philadelphia it's not embraced. The community college of Philadelphia has done amazing things.
Kevin Hart saying he didn't go the right route. I think you're doing just fine. Let me take out my tiny violin for you. So, Ryan, you approve of the list?
Tiny violin.
You approve of the
It's a perfect list. It's the best list First Take has ever had.
It's a good list.
The best list First Take has ever had.
Thank you so much for being here.
That's what it is. It's not fluid. It's not a football.
You know who this is. Will, what's happening, my brother? I was meant to be on the show today with you and Kevin, just, giving you some congratulating love. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations on your amphitheater. That's incredible. It's an incredible honor, brother. But you deserve it. No one deserves it more. And not only have you got a loud voice and you speak a lot, you now have an amphitheater from which to do it from. That's levels. Levels, brother. I love you, boy. Love you, boy.
Idris Elba.
Wow.
All the A-listers coming out for the Will Packer Amphitheater here for FAMU homecoming.
How about that? We got Idris Elba in the house at FAMU.
You sure do.
Howard could never. Southern could never.
Here we go. Here we go, Mr. Orange and Green.
I'm so filled with gratitude. That is amazing that he took time out and all these folks took time out. But it's all about raising that platform and raising the awareness and letting people know. HBCU giving has never been more important, and part of what I want to do is just to make it cool, to make it the type of thing that Kevin Hart and Idris and Taraji and CP, that they come in and support.
It's so much fun, so thank you. And can I just brag on him one more second? I know this means a lot to you guys. You will be producing the Oscars this year.
That's amazing.
The first black man to ever do that.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It's incredible.
Yeah, the first
power move.
First solo black producer. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. And I need y'all to tune into the Oscars. I need all y'all to watch.
We certainly will. We will be there.
Much
Much deserved. Much deserved.
Let me just say this. I mean, the gratitude is to you. I mean, I can't even express how inspirational you are and you should be to all of us, particularly who've attended HBCUs. The need to give back and to contribute and to make sure that we uplift one another. Nobody has, and nobody will continue to personify that more than you. So I'm proud to be here, and I thank you for your contribution to this institution and HBCU.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you so much for being here. You know how much it means to us. Okay, let's get to the game. Last night, Aaron Rodgers and the Pack upset the Cardinals. That bad man getting it done without his three best receivers. Unbelievable. Thank goodness Stephen A. picked him. After the game, Rodgers talked about how much fun he's having. Take a listen.
I've just been really enjoying life and football in a whole new level, and I just have a greater appreciation for moments like this, a greater connectedness to my teammates. I told them in the locker room after the game just to savor these moments, because this is the kind of things you think about and talk about 20 years from now when you're done playing. The special locker room celebrations, the elation on the sideline after a big play that seals a game. There's nothing like this game. It's a special game that gives you so many lifelong memories and friendships, and I'm so thankful to still be playing and still be playing at a high level in year 17.
All right, I'm really looking forward to dive into the subject because we talked a lot of Aaron Rodgers in the offseason. We didn't even know if he'd come back. He restructured his deal, Stephen A., so he could be out after the season. I mean, they're winning. To me, from a distance, it looks like he's having fun. Do you think he might finish his career in Green Bay now?
I can understand why people would think that, and I wouldn't be shocked if it happened. I'm just of the belief that it will not. I think that so much has happened, and Aaron Rodgers knew he had great teammates before this season. He knew he had a coaching staff that he enjoyed playing for before this season. Aaron Rodgers had a problem with management and an individual in particular in terms of the manner in which he was treated. You are, as men, we have our egos and we have our personas and things of that nature. When you disrespect us, and we know we have earned already far more respect than you have shown us, we're going to go out there and do our job. If you're a professional, you're going to perform to the highest level imaginable, but you're not going to forget. And what better way for Aaron Rodgers to depart than to come back here, win a Super Bowl championship, deliver another Super Bowl, a Lombardi trophy to that organization, and then say, you know what, like I said before, I want it out, I'm out, y'all have a nice life, and I appreciate it.
Ultimate mic drop. That is the ultimate mic drop. You're absolutely right. I could see that happening. It will prove his point. He said he never had any issue with the fans. He never had any issues with the teammates. It was the organization, specific people within the organization. Him having an opportunity to come back and say, I'm still the baddest on the planet, and then leave on my terms, that is exactly what I think he will ultimately do.
I don't think he's going to be there. And I listened to Aaron Rodgers talk. Like, Aaron Rodgers is looking at this team with a different point of reflection, right? Aaron Rodgers is looking at this team and telling his teammates, I want you to enjoy the moments. I want you to feel these things. I want you to experience these things. He's talking to a team that he's not going to be with next year. He's looking at this team differently. you normally don't hear Aaron Rodgers wax poetic about his locker room or talk about his teammates in this way. He is looking at him as the OG, a guy who's played 17 years, who's still playing at a high level, but who also knows that his time there is coming to a close. And if you would have asked people 4 years ago, does Tom Brady ever wear another jersey? They would have said no. There's probably the same for guys like Joe Montana, for Namath, right? For Terry Bradshaw. But sometimes you have to move on. And I think for a guy like Aaron Rodgers, when you're done, right? When you're in a relationship and you don't have no more fight, no more energy for the relationship, it's time to move on. And even though Aaron Rodgers is playing at an extremely high level, he's my favorite quarterback of all time, he won't finish his career in Green Bay.
And Ryan, I would actually say because Peyton and Tom did it, went to other teams and were successful,
Played
it's
well.
more likely. You know, athletes at the highest level, they want the highest challenge.
Let me just say one thing. I hear you all, but it's got to be the right situation because he is
but that's where I was going, Molly.
in a good situation.
What I'm saying is,
Top
but let's
team.
define, Molly, what you just said, what the right situation is. The right situation is for a team that has the potential to win, but also looks at him and basically just engulfs him with the level of appreciation that he believes he has earned. Like Tom Brady has done, like Peyton Manning had happened for him. That's what he wants, to go somewhere where it's like, you Aaron Rodgers, you're a bad man. Here you go.
And the teams will be lined up to give him that opportunity. He will have his pick. Absolutely.
I want to steal. I want to steal. I just want to steal it. I'm just saying. I just want to steal it.
Okay.
Don't we all?
We got a game to pick. More first take from FAMU after this commercial break. Will FAMU win homecoming weekend? We'll be picking that. Stay here.
You're watching First Take, supplemented by Aflac.
Unveiled today, and we have another one of your friends joining us, the one and only Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart is my top 5 athletes in Philadelphia history.
To put me on your list is very big of you.
No, it's not. I'm not putting you on the list.
But everybody has a bad game, Stephen A. That's a bad man.
Howard University alumna Taraji P.
That's one thing about HBCUs. We support each other. You got one of the most talented actresses in the game. you know. Appreciate you.
Allen Iverson.
Randall Cunningham never went to the Super Bowl.
Was he a champion?
No.
Okay, so Randall Cunningham not being a champion has nothing to do with your list.
Did Randall Cunningham's popularity compared to that of Allen Iverson?
What was the title of your list?
I'm just saying. I'm asking
Tell me the title.
Can I ask a question?
Good day. Welcome back to First Take on this Feel Good Friday from Tallahassee, Florida. FAMU, the Rattlers in full effect. We are having so much fun. Homecoming weekend at the Will Packer Amphitheater.
Wow.
Super Bowl champion Ryan Clark is here.
I'm gonna give FAMU some love. Y'all showed up tonight.
Yes, they
y'all
did.
showed up today.
Yes, sir.
I gotta give it to y'all. I gotta give it to y'all.
That's what we do. That's what we do, FAMU.
Sure did. A sea of orange and green. But again, I just want to say one more time.
Yes.
There we go. Huge congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
The
And this
unveiling of the
platform
amphitheater.
here. Yes, absolutely.
I just love seeing. Look at that right there. That's my favorite view this morning.
Yes.
Will Packer.
Oh my gosh, my mama is proud.
It's
Mama is proud, and my
I'm
dad
so
is
proud of
looking
you.
down, and he's proud as well. And it's a big moment for somebody like me. Yeah, absolutely.
No
You can
questions.
dream and you can achieve it. Somebody watching this right now,
Yes.
your name can be somewhere. Just keep working hard. Never shy away from your greatness. That's my message.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But there's a game this weekend.
Yes, there
Grambling
is.
State, Florida A&M meeting for the first time since 2000. A 12-1 Grambling win. A&M comes in 5-2 on the year. Winners of 4 straight and 3-0 at home. Grambling enters 0-3 on the road. Let's make some picks. I'm gonna go first here since I never get to do that. And y'all know who I'm going with. Never pick against the home team.
Good choice, Molly
RC?
Q.
Listen, I'm from Louisiana,
Okay.
but I ain't no dummy. So I'm going with FAMU. They go to 4-0 at home.
There you go.
They've been on the road.
There you go. There you
Be
go.
smart, Stephen A.
Well, listen. I'm smart now. I'm objective, okay? I'm calling like it is. I ain't gonna just be a homer. I'm gonna call it like it is, is, okay?
Don't do
and
that,
having
Stephen A.
said all of that,
Stephen A.
having said all of that, calling it like it is,
Stephen A.
I'm gonna do it right.
You better do it right.
I'm gonna do it right.
Hey.
I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna do it right. Okay? I'm gonna do it right. That's what I'm saying. I'm going with FAMU. I'm going with FAMU. No doubt.
And
No
I
doubt.
know who you're going with.
You already know.
No, you already know.
All due respect to Gremlin, Doug Williams, amazing alum. I'm actually producing his biopic that will be coming to theaters soon. Proud of that. But make no mistake, it's the Rattlers this weekend, baby. Florida A&M. Happy homecoming, Rattlers.
And huge
Happy
thank you to
homecoming.
Kevin Hart, to Idris Elba,
Yes.
to Taraji P. Henson,
Yes, Chris
to
Paul.
Chris Paul,
Thank you. Thank you.
to everybody for
I mean,
showing
Will
up.
Packer brings the stars out, though.
He
That's all
certainly
that is.
does. All the
That's all that is.
This is happening because of Will Packer. That's why we here.
And thank